Alex?
Yeah.
Hey, Phil, with the Miami Herald. We spoke earlier. Thanks for meeting with me. You mind? Wow, this place was really hard to find.
Well, let's just get this over with.
Well, I just had a few questions about your dad's company.
What about it?
Well, you know, when a $200 million company suddenly decides to sell off half of its assets, that's bound to get some attention.
Yeah, maybe I should try doing something.
What's that?
Nothing. What do you want to know?
Well, why don't we just start from the beginning? What made your dad decide to sell off half of his company? What happened? Look, you know, why don't you just tell me the story?
There's always this little idiot coming in to work late, if at all. And when he was there, he'd hardly do any work. Bringing in his Ivy League friends in all the time, screwing around.
What are you talking about?
Will.
Your brother?
Yeah. This one time, my dad wanted to set him up with this prospective buyer because he wanted him to learn how to sell. So he comes late and he's plastered. He freaking loses it with the client. Costs us $3 million on that deal. I made my dad over $36 million. Yeah, well. And this one day, Will comes in late as usual, and I hear him and Dad in their office, and they're getting into it. So when I walk in there, he says, well, give it to me now. And Dad says, what, you want your inheritance? And I'm not even dead yet? Yeah, you're not doing nothing with it. Let me invest it. Couldn't believe it. I tried to get him out of there. I tried to get Will out of the room, but they were just too far gone. So later, Dad took all the international stakes and sold them 70 cents on the dollar, just to get rid of them. And Will runs away with his share. And Dad was so devastated. I've never seen him that way before. And meanwhile, I'm still here making money for the company, working hard.
Okay. I can't believe that your dad would even consider something like that. I can't believe your brother.
He's not my brother, okay?
Come on.
He's not. He's not. He's not my brother. He's not my father's son. He's not even blood. He's freaking adopted.
Okay, look. Calm down. Why don't we go sit at this table right over here? Look, you need to take a break?
No, I'm fine.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were telling me your dad just gave your brother $100 million.
Yeah, just like that.
What did he do with it?
Honestly, I have no idea. I heard that he went to Vegas investing in hotels or something. Would throw some wild parties trying to get into the entertainment business. My dad was so devastated. He had to leave the company to get away for a while. He hired a PI, though, to keep an eye on Will. When he came back to the office, he'd just sit there for hours on end, just staring at the door, just waiting for something. The PI would give us reports on Will, how he was doing, and at first he was doing okay, but then things started getting bad. His friends started getting real greedy with their advice, and before long, a couple months later, it was all gone. Can you believe it? My dad worked his whole lifetime for that money. I worked my whole lifetime for that money. And he just blows it all. Anyway, he had a few properties he was sitting on, and since the economy went so sour, he ended up losing those and filed bankruptcy. And then he couldn't get a job anywhere. We'd heard that he was cleaning toilets at a rest stop or something. And the worse things got for Will, the worse my dad got. But he never stopped waiting. drove me crazy. I used to tell my dad, just stop waiting for him. He's never coming back. Just forget about it. Just go on. But he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't. Then one day, I come into work and Dad's got crazy on his eyes. And he's just yelling hysterically, he's back, he's back. Well, apparently Will came back. Some sob story and he bought it. He said, I want to work, you know, one of the workers. Let me drive one of the trucks. But Dad wouldn't have it. He made him a partner again, giving him carte blanche for anything. I couldn't believe it. I told my dad that he's crazy for doing that he would do it again. But he wouldn't listen to me. He wouldn't. Just kept making these plans and making these phone calls. So ticked off.
So what'd you do?
What could I do? No matter what I said to him, he wouldn't listen. He said, he actually told me that having Will back was like receiving him back from the dead. He actually said that he had to celebrate it because he came back.
That must have been tough for you.
Yeah, well, that's the story. My no good for nothing brother runs off with my dad's fortune. And when he returns, everything's restored. Maybe I should do the same with my inheritance. Perhaps then I'll get some respect.
Well, look, I think I've got everything I need. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for doing this. Are you going to be okay?
Whatever.